What's going on, Mr. Gray? Yeah, a couple minutes before we get started. Hope you're on a laptop or computer. We got a lot of typing to do.
On my phone, but
Oof.
typing ain't none though. Like you gotta realize texting is way easier than typing.
I hear you. You gotta realize you lose a lot of features on that phone.
You do? Oh my
Y'all like it because it's easy, and not everything in life is gonna be easy.
So what's the
Uh,
difference in physics and engineering? Like which one is the difference?
what's the difference between the two? Okay, that's a great question. One, hey Courtney, one is with physics, it's more of like the lower level engineering class. So when you become an engineer, the first classes you take are physics. So it's like the basics of physics. When you're an engineer, you're doing applied physics. So yeah, so it's more advanced. But in physics, we're just going to be doing basic stuff. So it should be easy.
Okay.
Okay, so 3 more minutes, everybody. We're going to get started. Something very simple today. Well, you got to
I
log into Edsby and take a look.
got you twice.
You said what?
I got you twice.
I don't know. I didn't look at the schedule. Maybe.
I got you for 10-10 at 11-10. Then I got you for 240 to 3.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, you got a full plate.
Mm-hmm.
Are you a senior too?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Probably why.
We got another person coming in here. Who is this? See who that is. Oh, here they come. Right before the late buzzer. They piling in. Okay, Jacqueline, welcome. Gabriel, welcome back. All right, let me mark the attendance correctly. So this is our physics class. You guys should be logging into your Edsby to keep up with me as we go through this assignment today. Let's see, physics. Good. Okay, so let's do the list. So Adam Bagardo is absent. Miss Camacho is present. Miss Childs is absent. Eliza Curtis, absent. Courtney Dixon, present. Mr. Gray, present. Frida Johnson, absent. Gabriel Mayweather, present. Aaliyah Mims, absent. Angel Ocasio, I think he's absent. Okay. Let's refresh and make sure it's logged. You guys is here. Yeah, all right. So now I know who I got to reach out to tonight. Share this with Office. So goes the roll call. All right. Leave that over there so we can do attendance again if somebody else comes. What was I working on real quick? Oh, somebody else. Who is this? I think that might be Aaliyah. It is Aaliyah. Hey, Aaliyah. All right.
Hey,
Okay, so a couple more seconds. We're going to get started on our norms and assignment for today. Someone else is coming in here just before I started talking. So I give y'all a grace period. Angel has made it to class. Okay. Angel, bear in mind if you leave early, I do have to mark you absent. You did a lot of that last quarter, so please stay the entire time of class. Select. Okay, good. So yeah, no one leaves early. If I'm not concerned if you leave. Uh, 10 minutes. And I let you guys go. But if you just happen to leave in the middle of instruction, then yeah, I'm gonna reverse your grade to as a absent. Not your grade, but your attendance. I see Mr. Irvin's here. Did you have an announcement or something, sir? Did you want me to open up the chat?
No, I'm gonna send you a link to Kylie Childs. She
she couldn't find it, or I don't know if she got the email invite.
I will. I don't know if they got it or not either, because I was going off a list. That's what I was worried about. So I'm gonna send you my Google Classroom, Mr. Irvin, and it has the links inside for each classroom.
Okay.
That should help you in case students are asking about me, at least. I guess.
Oh, okay. Thanks.
No problem.
Okay, so you may see her in a sec, but if you need the list, it's on the student contact repository.
Okay, cool. So
Okay.
it's been okay. I gotta go by that one.
Yeah,
All
that's
right.
the confirmed emails. But yeah.
Okay. Okay. All right. Cool. Rush is
Okay.
here.
All right.
So we waiting on Childs. Okay.
Yeah,
All right, everybody.
I messed with the Google Classroom real quick and I found it.
You said what, sir?
I said, yeah, I messed with the Google Class a little bit and I kind of found a way to find it.
Can you send that to other staff so it helps? Like Irvin just asked about it. Can you send that to him for me, Rush? I'm about to begin instruction with them.
Oh, I pretty much went over and used the SB. I could tell them how to get it through SB, but I don't, you know.
Either way, I think I updated everything. So
okay.
However, let's see here. So let's get our norms out the way, everybody, and then we can jump into today's assignment. So you'll know exactly how to handle your assignment for tonight. So you got one for tonight, but it's not as bad. I didn't put it in there because, you guys probably are not aware what synchronous and asynchronous is. But we're going to go through our norms real quick. Okay, let me go up to the top. I think everybody can see what's on the screen. We're going to start down the list. If I'm calling your name and having you do the norms, it's not because you want to or you don't. Again, we start a new quarter. Everybody starts with an A. It's up to you to keep the A, and you keep it by participation, which is really key. Some students started participating later in the game, and it almost saved them. And some that didn't, it really hurt them. All right, so first on the list is Aaliyah Mims. Can you read number 1?
No one has the right to hurt another person. Can I read all 3?
Go ahead.
No one has the right to hurt another person. Education, the classroom are sacred. We will never behave in a way that discredits ourselves, our school, and our family.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. Angel, can you read 4 and 5? He's away from his computer. All right, I'm going to go on. Courtney, can you read 4 and 5? Oh, I see Angel's microphone. Hold on.
Ooh.
Number 4 and number 5. There you go.
Hell no, you're feeling good, Mr. Tyler.
Okay, and 5. Oh, right. All right, Courtney, can you read number 5?
We take pride in Southern Academy of Southwest.
Thank you. Gabriel, we're coming down to the academic norms, okay? So can you see it on the screen?
Yeah.
Can you read number 1, sir?
We respect the opinions of others.
Thank you. Jacqueline, are you able to read yet, or we still have that microphone thing going on? All right, so we got to follow up with that. Gray, can you read 2 and 3?
Respect the culture of the classroom. We are attentive to participate.
Thank you, sir. 4 and 5, Aaliyah Mims. Is she there? Aaliyah.
Yeah, my bad. I was talking to him. We
Okay.
respect the opinions of others.
No, dear. 4 and 5.
We have a high expectation for ourselves, our peers, and our teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavors.
Thank you, ma'am. All right. So again, I'm having you read these things because one, we have to do as a microphone check. You can't get a lot of points if you can't talk, because you'll see in what's coming up is the chat feature will be off because we're trying to make sure students pay attention and not be sending something in the chat that's just profane, right? So try to get those features done. There will be times where the chat feature will become alive. So when that happens, you'll have a window to respond, but it's just for points and participation in the class. You do have to share your screen. The screen feature is disactivated right now because, again, there'll be a window for that. And all you have to do is go to the bottom of the corner in your Google Meet, click on present, and make sure you click on entire screen. If you choose the Chrome feature presentation, it'll show you different tabs, but it's harder to navigate. So just make sure you click on the entire screen, then choose what screen you want to see, and it's usually the work we're doing. All right, meat and potatoes for today. Easy assignment. And if we get it done, we could be leaving a little bit early, like 5 minutes or so. But that's depending if we're participating and staying on task. So those who've had the class already should know the first thing you want to do is size your screens, right? You can resize the screen by grabbing the edge of whatever you're grabbing by clicking and dragging, and you can stretch it out and make it where you have one side enough room to work. And we're going to use Google Docs for that. So let's click on a new tab if you have the window open. And you can resize this by just clicking on this gray area in between the maximize and minimize and execute button. But in this gray area, if you double click and you have a mouse like me, you guys might want to get a mouse, by the way. It's a lot easier than, on the phone or, playing. Like, you guys are about to be adults. I'm sorry. We can't keep playing like that. So I'm going to grab tab and drag it over here. And then I'm just going to resize it so I have two screens. This is what you guys should be doing so far so you can keep up with me. Because a lot of people will be like, slow down, hold on. Another big thing is all of the videos, they'll be available by 4:30, right? So you can go back, and if you miss anything, look at that. For the most part, you cannot write down anything. And when you screenshot, you have to include it in your documents. A lot of people didn't do that in the past, and they hurt their grade. So this is why I'm like, you have to be on a laptop because a lot of those features are there. All right, Miss Childs made it. Welcome. I guess they got you in. Irvin told me you was coming, so great. Miss Childs, you're on a computer, right? I hope. If y'all know on these phones, if y'all on these phones, it's gonna be a hard quarter.
No, sir.
You're not on a computer?
No, sir.
Are you going to get a computer?
Oh, you're stressing me out, Mr. Tyler.
I'm sorry. You're still a student, Miss Childs. You gotta get with the program. So look, try to follow along. The video is gonna be available. I don't know how in the world you're gonna do the typing part. The cell phone people, I'm gonna start calling y'all that. You can first get caught up by downloading the
I'm gonna start calling you that.
Say what?
To my cell phone people.
Yeah, I'm just saying, y'all in your own special category. There's some adults I know that like to be cell phone people. And I'd be like, see, this is why you can't keep a job. Trying to do everything on the phone.
Who can't keep a job? You
I'm just saying. I'm just telling you when you go into these
I
jobs, you can't play phone games. Staff's gonna look at you. Some superiors gonna look at you like, okay, we got to replace them. They playing too much. All right, so basically, if you're on a phone, in all seriousness, you want to download the Google app for Docs, right? Then it looks like this. Make sure you download it to your little phone so you can be typing on the phone with me, okay?
Baby,
So,
I don't got no little phone.
Okay, you got a phone, which is little. All right, little stop it. All right, so we're gonna make sure you're logged into your Gmail account. You definitely want to do that on your phone or your computer because this is where your repository of all the work you've been doing is gonna go. Now I'm getting you guys used to it this week. By next week, it's gonna get hard on you if you're not following these directions. So let's start strong because everybody at A so far. You gotta keep it. Once you get that app, if you're on a computer, you can just click on the Google Apps, which is this icon here in the corner. And then the next thing you want to do is click on Docs. Now, again, you got to download that app if you don't have it on your phone already. All right, so now that we're in Google Docs, you'll notice that everything you did, if you was in my class last quarter, is still there, which some of you guys are veterans who've had me already. This would help you, behoove you to, find all your notes, okay? Because a lot of problems are similar. Hope that rings. Hope you guys remember that.
I said I'm still not no veteran. I had you twice.
We just gotta get your time management and document submittal on point. You're gonna be done with me. But what was I saying? We're gonna start a new document. All right. And what we want to do is make sure on one screen you have EDSB going, right? On another screen you have your Google Doc going. So we're in, where is it at? Second period. This is our physics class. Make sure you're in that class because you might have different classes on the side screen. Now, a couple of things. These links are going to start to evaporate. Going to ask every student in here to put in EDSB as a message to me your email address. If this is done by tonight, not no, oh, my bad, I'm on my bad, you back. If this is done by tonight, you will be able to get at least one extra exempt on a quiz. It doesn't mean you just don't take a quiz. This means your worst score will be omitted. It'll be given 100%. But that is if the people on this chat today, or I'm sorry, this Google Meet today, follow those directions. In SB, send Tyler a message with just your email address. Okay, because pretty soon these links, these little pretty buttons, they're not going to be there anymore. And you guys are only going to be able to get in via email. All right.
Hold on, repeat yourself again.
I knew that was coming. All right. So I want you by the end of the day, everybody to submit their email address in SB. Send me a message in SB with just your email address. Moving forward, these links after this week, you see these links in here, you're not going to be able to find them anymore. You'll only be able to come in the room via email. All right, so just keep that in mind. Now, that was the exempt part. Let's get to the easy part of today, and that's our assignment. So I want people to start a document. Of course, we know our document name is going to be due now. And ours is the date, which is we're now November 9th.
Type the heading for today.
The head, yeah. Well, I'm putting everything in right now. 1 second. So you want me to turn on the chat, and people want to tell me what that is. I see. So here we go.
Yeah, we need some points, Mr. Tyler.
Well, I got to keep it clean in here, you know. So who knows what it is? The chat is now available. You can type in the chat what you think today's title is. So we need a header, right? What is today's title? And then you put the date again. I hope you guys are following the directions and doing it like I'm doing it. And then lastly, what period, right? So that's period. Where are we at? Second. And you guys are physics, right? With algebra students. Okay. So the class is really heavy on algebra skills. Now let's see in the chat. Oh, Leah took it. Great. So the title, everybody, she gave it to us in the chat. I'm gonna shut the chat down for a second. And that is what? You can copy from the chat. It just means you can't respond for a bit. So look over there. And it's mathematical. I'm gonna copy it straight from the chat. You guys can do the same. So mathematical supplementary assessments. There in our title. And let's blow this up so you can see everything that you're supposed to have so far. Because we're gonna have share outs and you gotta make sure you got about as much as I'm done, right? Okay, so I'm gonna put this at, I'm looking for my view. I'm gonna put this at 150. I'll make this a little bit bigger so you guys can see it on the screen there. I gotta turn on this so I can make sure people's cameras are on. I see no people's cameras are on. They have to stay on in class. So Gabriel, Gray, who else? Oh, Miss Childs is back. Okay, she added on for a split second. All right, I thought she left. I was like, where's she at? Okay, good. Angel, you have to show your face, sir. You cannot put Maui up. You don't do that real soon. You're going to be ejected from class. We're not going to do this twice.
I'm right, sir.
I see you, Miss Childs. I'm talking about, yeah, no, you got to be in the camera, young man. Or I got to call home and see why you're not focusing. So I need you all the way in the camera. Nice background. Thank you. And you got to stay there. Everybody else with these ceiling cameras, I'm going to need you to fix that. I get in trouble when y'all play these little games. So please make sure you're visible. And it's also being recorded too. So let's keep going. We're going to center this, right? And then what else? We got to put our question, right? So let's go through what today's assessment is. So I'm going to come over here in NSB and it says this here. I'm going to have a student read it in the chat.
I read.
Was that Leah? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here you go. Do you see it?
Yeah. Hello to all physics students. To begin the new quarter off, we will start with basic mathematics required for physics. Convert your age from years to seconds with these additions to your age: 16 days, 32 hours, 65 minutes, and 201 seconds. You must show all steps and you were able to cross cancel out the, how you say that?
All dimensions.
All dimensions to get to seconds. I will provide the video solution that calculates my age from years to seconds, but you will have to calculate your own.
Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to give you the video. and I want you to go through the video, and then we're going to do it together. All right. Now you're going to do those exact changes, right? So hold on, let me get that queued up for you. But you want to make sure you put that in question that Leah just read in your Google Doc right quick. That's the first step, right? Grab this link for you guys. Ooh, I gotta go back in time. I didn't know I did that many videos. That's crazy. All right, so does everybody have their document set up? Now we're gonna have to do share outs in a moment. So I hope you guys are following along. All right, here we go. I don't want to share this Chrome tab. I want to just put it in the chat so you guys can watch it. The video is only, where is it at? It's only about 7 minutes long. So I'm gonna put a clock of 10 minutes and I want you to give it a try. And the first person that actually gets close to the right answer for their age, will get about, I think Lee, you got 25 points. I don't know if I told you that for reading, and thank you. But watch that video, click on the link, and we set a clock for 10 minutes and we're gonna share out. If you have on your screen typed up what you think is correct in your Google Doc, you will get about 35 extra points towards the day. So starting out, I'm like giving you a lot of points to bank up, which will save you later. And some students know how that works. So 10 minutes, do your best, look at the video slowly and calculate your own age where it says convert. So let me make sure you know, this goes in the doc real quick. So you know how much you're supposed to have. You're supposed to have the header. You're supposed to have the name of this document in there, the title. We're not going to talk about exit slips till tomorrow. So once you get the hang of what to do. And the question that goes in there is this.
So don't put exit slip on there.
Well, you can, but I want to talk about that later. I want you to at least get, you're right about that, but I want you to at least get this calculated correctly first, okay? So just remind me and we'll come back to that, but definitely put it in there.
So put exit slip on there.
Yeah, you would put exit slip right here is what she's asking. So exit slip.
Okay.
You see what I'm doing, Miss Childs?
Yeah, I'm just saying how we usually would do it. We doing it like that.
Yes. I didn't know if you remember, but yes, you're absolutely correct.
Mr.
So,
Tyler.
who's that, Leah?
Uh-huh. I'm gonna be away from my phone because I'm trying to get ready for this job interview.
All right. Well, you just gotta stay in the class, and then in 10 minutes, you think you'd be able to share your screen or
Yeah.
no?
Can you
Okay.
copy and paste the do now because I can't
The
do
do
it.
now is right there in the chat. You just read it.
Oh, okay. My bad.
so, so you gotta have right. So you gotta have what I have so far, everybody, and initial steps. Watch the video. I would start before you do the additions. Just start with your age and convert that. Okay.
Can you put the do now in the chat?
Gabriel, you say what?
Can you put the do now in the chat?
The do now is in the chat, guys. Look at this. Are you talking about what I have on my screen? Put that in there again.
Yeah.
But that's what she read. Hold on. So I'm put just this part. Better? Okay. So everybody should have it. It's the same thing that's on my screen, but you got to have all these other parts. Remember, your name goes here, not mine. You should try to watch the video to see how you initially would do it. We're going to talk about how to do the other parts after the video, and that's in 10 minutes or 8 minutes, it looks like. So work on this. Okay, so let's see here. Make sure it saves y'all names. Present. Start a class. Let's just fix it this way. Okay. Yes. Okay. Because the tennis look a little funky. All right. So let's begin with how to do this problem, right? So I'm assuming everybody watched the video in the chat, right? Yes, no, maybe. We're gonna call names.
Yeah, but
It didn't break it down for you.
no, he was just
Wow.
it was, but I understand what he was talking about. But it was like he got so boring to the point where you didn't even pay attention to what he was talking about.
That's so boring. Oh, you heard me. All right, I took my time and chose that video, man. All right, so let's go through the problem together,
Better
and
off
then
if
you said what?
better off if you do it, because whatever he was talking about, it was like, all right, do it.
All right, I got you. So I want you to see the screen, everybody. The exit slip is up there, if you didn't notice. So that's what Miss Childs was asking a moment ago. And who can I get to read that? Gabriel, can you read what's in the white box there? Starting with welcome.
Welcome. Classroom term of the day is dimensional analysis. Word of the day is orthodox.
Thank you, sir. Awesome, awesome. That was 15 points. The objective for today, can I get, let's see here, Mr. Dixon, can you read what's in the objective box here?
Classroom term of the day. Oh wait, what'd you say, Reed?
No, Courtney, the objective box.
Oh, students will be able to convert their age into and years into seconds utilizing dimensional analysis.
Thank you. Okay. So take that down because that's what Miss Childs was asking about a moment ago, right? Let me move this out the way. And we'll come back to that, but just keep that in mind. And I'll show that screen again if you need. So let's go through it. You guys can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay, so how do you do this? Well, I'm going to do my age, and I want you to do your own, okay? And it's 10:45, so we're making good time. So the first thing you want to do is make a fraction of what you're trying to convert. Now, I'm going to do the fraction a big way so you can really, really see things cancel out. So I'm going to start with my age. Hate to tell you guys, but I got to be fair. So I am 40 years old. Right? And then I'm going to put this over 1. So I'm just dividing it. Down 1. And then, like I said, I'm going to put it over 1. And anything you're converting, you want to start by putting it over 1. Okay. So continue on. Let me multiply by another fraction. And the goal is to get to seconds, right? So we're going to just do this part. Convert your age from years to seconds. Just that part. The additions will come after we do that first step. Because I want you to understand how to convert anything. So I'm just taking my number down. I hope you guys are typing up as I'm typing up. And you're putting your age there, however old you are. And come over. I've made fractions. Big fractions so you can see what's happening. And the next step is what? From years to what? Let's see here. So we got, some people are going to say months. That's not what I want you to do. Some people are going to say probably weeks. That's not what I want you to do. So how many days, though, are in a year? Who knows that one? That's something.
And it's 365.
Very good. Miss Childs got you almost. I heard Courtney about to say it. 365. Very good. So 1 year, you put 1 year in the bottom because you want to cross cancel. That's what the video is telling you about. Up here, we put what? The 365 days.
65 years.
Oh, girl, years. What? All right, let's keep going. So what crosses out here? Well, if you look, a year divided by year is what? It's 1. I heard crickets, so I was worried. Oh, they don't know. So it's 1. Let's cross that out. And let's cross this out.
So don't you multiply, you cross multiply.
Not yet. You're moving too fast. We still got to get all the way down to seconds, and then we can do all that stuff. So let's continue on. Because we want to cross everything out but seconds, right? You're right. when we get to the final step. So what's next? We got cross out days. Let's think inside of a day. What is inside of a day? How many hours do we have in a day?
You said how many hours is in the day?
Yes, ma'am.
24 hours are in one day.
Very good. So it's 24 hours. In the bottom, we're going to put what? Well, that's one day. These are
One.
standard conversions. You just have to know. I don't want to cross this out yet, like all this. Let me fix this.
2 days is 48 hours, right?
So what?
2 days is 48 hours, right?
That's correct. Because that's 48 times, I mean, 24 times 2, right?
Right.
Yeah, that's one way to think about it. Okay, let's keep going because we're almost through with this problem. And next is we're going to multiply by what? Well, we're still not at our goal. Our goal is seconds. We got hours sitting there now. What do we do? Anybody know at this point? I'm trying to test your understanding. I know days do cross out here because day divided by day is 1. So make sure you strike that out.
Minutes.
You said what, sir?
Minutes.
Very good. I guess I had to turn the microphone off. I didn't want to be chewing in your ear. So I put here minutes. How many minutes though? He said the right term, but he didn't say like how many.
1.
Huh? Try that again, bro.
24.
Come on, man. Who knows the answer to what I'm asking you? So what's the standard conversion here? He's right. It's minutes to hour, but how many minutes are an hour?
30.
You said how many minutes?
I mean,
It's 60 minutes in 1
60.
hour.
You can say that at first, bro. You said 1. I'm like, what? 60. Y'all both get the points for it, though. Miss Childs came through with this, sis. And that's 1 hour. So what crosses out now? Do you see it?
The hours, the 24
Very
hours
good.
in 1 hour.
I was like, Lord, please help me. Please tell me they see that. Thank you. So we'll cross out hours here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it moving. We're almost at our goal. We're in minutes now. Notice the only thing that's not crossed out is minutes, but our goal is seconds. So how do we get to seconds?
So we're trying to figure out how many seconds are in an hour and how many seconds a minute.
In a minute, right? We're gonna get rid of minutes. So how do you do that?
It's 60 seconds in 1 minute.
Very good. And what crosses out? I think that's Miss Childs, right?
Minute.
Yeah, so you're going to
I
put
mean,
the 1 under the 60, which is 60 minutes. So you're going to cross out the 60 and 1.
Well, you're close. We're just gonna cross out minutes. That's all I need you to say. Question? Somebody asked the question. What happened? So what crosses out here is minutes, right? So let's cross that out. Everybody should have what I have typed up so far. No, I don't know what to do, or I'm getting lost. If you following along with the notes. Right. So when we rewrite this, we have a new equation, right? It's at 10:50. We're doing great on time because we got enough time to talk about the part you're going to do at home on your own. And that's the 16 days, 32 hours, 65 minutes, 201 seconds. You're going to do that on your own. So I'm going to copy this and come down 1. And put this here, and I'm just going to show you what eliminates. So we crossed out years, right? That's gone. And then we're going to multiply that, right? That's what she was asking about earlier. And then we're going to move that because that's gone. And that's going to be multiplied. And then
So you
hours is
converting?
gone. Huh?
Are you converting right now?
I'm doing the final steps. So this is all a conversion.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Okay.
Yeah, it's all one big conversion. You're using what's called dimensional analysis. All right. So all these are put together. I'm just going to clean this up for you. What you should have. So all these minutes, they're gone and it's crossed out. So anything over 1 is just itself, right? And then we end up with just seconds. That's the only thing we didn't cross out from earlier. So put parentheses around this and equal sign. Because when you put it in Google, you need an equal sign. So final answer is, well, semi-final because you're not done yet, right? Semi-final answer, right? Can't spell today. What the heck? There we go. So now you're going to take this and put it in Google to get a final answer, right? And yes, you must have all those steps. If you put a final answer on there and put it in SB, just consider that was a 0. That wasn't the answer, dude. You have to do all the steps. And boom. All right. So what do we got? How many seconds is that? Well, you just take this here, and there's other tools we'll talk about later, like Symbolab and Math Papa. Just copy that part right there and open a tab. And if you put equal sign in Google, it turns into a virtual calculator. Put that in there, and the answer is, wow, I am old as a dinosaur. Now I'm gonna give somebody some points if they can say that number. Again, you're supposed to be calculating your age and not my old age. How do we say that number? We're gonna group it in threes, right? So that's that. That's 3. That's 3. Whew. Yeah, I'm a dinosaur. That's how old I am. And you guys are gonna have to tell me how old you are with those additions. So let me give this the same size and say it's 14. Better. And we're not done with that, right? So the final answer is going to be with the additions. So I bet you're like, how am I going to do that, Mr. Tyler? Well, here's what you got to have. You got to have all this to get credit, and then you need to have the additions part. Because if I give you this on a test, and you have a test every Friday, everybody, and you have these notes, it's an easy one. Now, this part is going to be called, if you're typing it in, now calculate with the additions. Meaning, what did I tell you to add to your age overall? That would be the 16 days. So where does 16 days go? Well, we go to our days. So that's going to be 365 plus what? 16 days. All right, I got to clean this up because it's going to make everything too big. I'm going to put year here. I know what's happening. It's getting too huge. There you go. Move that over. What's next? We got in our additions. Well, don't make that close enough. We know we have, scroll up here to the problem. We got 32 hours. That goes with our hours, right? So it's going to be 24 plus 32. Move this over. And put HR for that one. HRS. There we go. It's a little bit better. And I probably got to shrink it too. What's next? What does the problem give us? Let's take a look. Looks like it gave us 65 minutes. So that's going to be 60. We already said from our original standard calculation plus 65. Over here and make this just min. So you'll know that's for minutes. The last one is what? So you can tell me what the last one's going to be. Let's see who's paying attention. What's the last addition I'm going to incorporate into this calculation? So I should go down.
Minutes.
Say what, sir?
Seconds into minutes.
No, it's one thing I got to put here. So what's the addition for seconds? How many seconds we got to put in there? So everybody, it's in the question, right? We're going to say plus 201 seconds. In the question above. All right, I'm going to change this to sec. All right, so now it's set up so we can do our final calculation on this. I'm going to give you guys about, this is the final answer. I'm not going to say semi-answer. So what does that look like when we do it? We're going to do share outs in a moment before we get out of here. So what does that look like? Well, your final answer will be pretty much you take all of this jazz here and we rewrite it. That there, let's come over. That's going to be 40 years, right? We didn't get no additions for the days. Multiplied by this here, and yes, you have to put the parentheses because it's called order of operations. So multiply by, just rewriting it so you can get ready to calculate. Multiply by, and multiply by. Okay. And this is all going to be equal to your final answer. So I really want to do share outs, but I'm looking at the clock. It's 10:57. The best I can do is give you guys 5 minutes to catch up. And this is not your final answer. You got to put your final answer in as this. So make sure that's clear. So when you calculate it, it'll be this part, right? That you put in Google. But remember, you're not doing my age. I shouldn't see a copy, paste, type up. Understand you put your age there, and your age also has to go there for the semi calculation. All right, all these steps. Now I want to put it in the chat, but bear in mind it's not going to look right. But I'll put it in the chat for the sake of time because I want you to be able to copy and paste it and at least edit it correctly. If you copy and paste and just turn it in, just consider yourself getting a 0 because that's not the same thing, right? And he left early on me anyway. Angel. Oh my goodness, that boy. All right, so I got to follow up with his parent tonight. So final answer is going to be in seconds, but with the additions, the semi answer, again, both of you should have your own age. For 5 minutes on the clock, and then we're going to do share outs. But let me grab all this and try to put it in the chat first and put the 5 minutes up. And then these are the steps you're supposed to have. I swear it's not going to come out right in the chat. I already know it. The staff is contacting me. So let's see how much you got. Yuck. 21 seconds. Now calculate these additions. And then, yeah, so then you guys need to see what these additions, I'm trying to see where it cuts you guys off in the chat. Does everybody see what I put in there or no? Okay, doing a camera check. Aaliyah Mims, are you there? All right, gotta come back to her. Courtney, are you there? I see Child's turning her microphone on.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for the camera check. Childs, I need to see your face for a hot second. Gabe, same for you. And Jacqueline, are you there or because I'm looking at a blur? And turn on the chat so she can respond. Okay, there's Gabe. Jacqueline, you can respond in the chat if you're there. Okay, good. And I got Courtney. Gray, are you there?
Yeah, man.
Awesome. Where's your camera, dude?
I was just editing my
Okay, all right. Let's turn it on before we leave. We got I think I got everybody. We have about 4 more minutes. No, I'm sorry, 3 more minutes. Don't forget the exit slip part, you guys. I put the notes in the chat, but I'm gonna put this on the screen. If you need to put this back up here so you see how to edit it, let me know. The recording itself will be available later too, by the way. So don't forget your exit slip is worth 25 points. A new thing I'm doing is if I happen to see the objective in there as well, that's an additional 15 points. So there they are.
How do you share screen? What's going on? Do stuff.
You said how to share screen?
Yeah, like I'm saying, like what's wrong with sharing the screen? Like it's just new update or something.
Oh, okay, so you're saying you want to share the screen?
Yeah, so I can show you what I had. I thought we were doing that, but they got a new update on here. What's going on?
What, you can't share now?
No, like it don't got the same.
Oh, I turned it off.
Why, man?
Because people were tweaking, man. Is it working now though?
What was they doing now?
Is it working? No, I just turned it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man,
That was all me. Yeah, they were doing some crazy stuff, man. I'll just say that. All right, so there you go. They was tweaking. Oh yeah, you got to clean that up though, man. It looks junk. It looks funky. You copy and pasted it, but you got to fix it up like I did.
Let me see how yours look. Yeah.
You want to see my screen? Does everybody have this screen already? As far as what the word of the day is and objective, I'll try to send you the Google slide deck later on today.
All right,
Let
definitely.
me come out of let me come out of here so you can see it, so you can use this time in class, last few minutes correctly. So here's the setup. Like you got 2 lines of fractions or something. That's what happens when you copy and paste. So go back and edit it like I did.
Can't see the screen.
You can't see my screen? Oh goodness. I'm tweaking. Hold on.
Now
It's there. You just got tab me, but it
I
should
got
show
it.
now. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I knew it. Okay. So I'm going to give you guys about 3 more minutes to catch up, and then we're gonna do share outs. Now share outs is
I
not
just
to
shared
leave early.
mine.
You say what?
I already shared mine. Can I go?
Oh, you already got it?
Yeah, I already shared. I just didn't put it in that order yet.
All right, let's see here. Share screen. Go ahead, try it now. Is it letting you? Gray there. You should be able to share now. He just went quiet.
I thought you heard me. Yeah, I'm finna do it now.
Oh, okay. Again, this is for in-class participation points. That type of stuff helped out a lot of students last quarter. Okay, hold on. Let me stop presenting. Maybe that'll help him present too. So in a few minutes after Gray, everybody else, I'm going to be asking you to share your screen so I can see how far you've gotten. So I hope you're there and ready. Gray, what happened to you, man? I'm sitting there looking at the screen like he just stopped. There you go. I was like, where did he go? Okay. Almost, man. Almost. You got to fix those fractions up. They look really funky. Yeah, y'all working on these phones. It's tough, isn't it? All right, so try to have it edited.
Easier. Like you could do it in the press of one button, or what you could do it in the computer.
I know, but if you turn that in, all I can give you is about 50% credit. I know it's easier. I'm just telling you what's gonna happen in your score, though. y'all be trying. Y'all be trying. I don't know. So it has to look the same way as my screen, everybody. That's what I was worried about. If you copy and pasting, it won't look right, and you won't get the full credit.
If you copy and paste on the computer, it do the same thing.
So basically, if you put it in the chat, it don't do it. And I'm not going to give you guys a copy and paste document, so you can just copy and paste. I'm done. No, I want y'all to do some typing too. So you just gotta take it from the chat. Yeah, you gotta take it from the chat and edit it correctly. You gotta understand when you leave my class, my name is on your transcript, and I want to make sure I trained you well. So take your time and do it correctly. 4 more minutes of class left. Anyone else wants to share out? Yeah, are you ready to share, or you just got us listening to traffic?
I can leave.
Yes, you can leave because you shared out, but don't forget to get everything finished correctly and the final answer. So, I think the Townhouse link is already in my Edsby. You just go to Townhouse or GGI, and that's where you can go. We got 3 minutes of class left. Who else would like to share for their in-class points?
I share Mr. Tyler.
Go ahead, Miss Mims. There you go, Leah. You sharing something? Look like she driving too. Okay. So you did the same thing Gray did. You got to fix it up. I see you got double fractions and whatnot. So review the video of class today, and when you get a chance, Lena, clean that up.
All right.
All right. So you're free to go. Who's next? We got Jacqueline. Are you ready to share what you have so far? Let me put it in open the chat up so she can speak. Oh, she is sharing. Okay. All right, Jacqueline. Oh, correctly. Can you expand that a little bit, Jacqueline? Awesome job. All right. Now, Jacqueline, you know how to submit the assignment, right? Yes, she got everything. So you got to go to File. Okay, what's she doing? Okay. So you go to File, and then you make sure you download a PDF and put it in today's assignment for EDSB, okay? Yeah, okay, good. I'll see you tomorrow then. Please turn it in tonight, Jacqueline. All steps. Great work. Courtney, are you there? Mr. Dixon, are you present? There you go. I see your camera came on. Can you share what you have so far, sir? Mr. I don't care. I have money. Okay, that's good. Wish I had money, but I gotta work with you guys and help you out first. Courtney, you able to share or no? Looks like he's muted and his camera's off. I see him now. Do you know how to present, Courtney? I think you do. There you go. All right, you on the phone too. See, you kids. All right, so let's see your work though. Convert your age to seconds. Okay. You're missing a lot of steps. I hope you know that. So fix it up by tonight. You're missing a lot of steps. All right. I'll see you later on today, I guess. All right. Okay, so